Hello everybody, it's Jeff from Make and Take Events. So, we're here in Corona Land. I'm going to explain to you how to work with your kits. I'm going to take this mask off because I obviously don't have Corona. And I'm here with my family. I'm going to show you how to do your kits that you guys have all purchased. First, I want to say thank you for all you who did make a purchase. I really appreciate it, and some more supporting a local business. I do encourage you to get out and do some curbside pickup to some other local businesses as well. So, the first thing I'm going to show you is if you guys purchased a bottle to paint, I'm going to show you how to do that just in case you haven't taken one of my classes. Okay, so you're all going to get little containers of paint. They're like this with different colors, and you're all going to get a brush. Okay. Now, painting is really easy, but there are some things you could do to make it even easier. So, if you have a kitchen towel at the house, you're going to take your little kitchen towel, kind of make it into like a U. And you're going to place your bottle on there. This is going to help stabilize the bottle. Okay, so when you're getting ready to paint, it's not like wiggling all over the place. You don't necessarily need it, but it does help. Something else that also helps is having a nice white paper. It helps you see your colors. Alright? Having the white towel really helps too. Now, I'm working with a little neon red here, and I got one space left that I'm going to fill in, just to kind of illustrate how we're going to do this. Alright? So, you're just dipping your paint, or your brush into the paint. You're going to come up here to the area, and you're just filling it in. This is really not rocket science. It's very, very easy. Just work with your paint. Fill in the area. You want to put on just enough to see it, and then you're going to let it go. Okay? Now, you can let this go for probably about like 5 minutes. And what I'm going to say is paint like a section that's level. Okay? Because the bottle is round, you don't want to like paint over here, and then this stuff is going to start to run. If it happens, if any paint starts to run, just grab your brush. And it's normally going to run towards the corner. You're just going to work it back to the middle. Okay? It's really that easy. If you get way too much, just dab a little in your paint there in the area that's starting to really clump up, and then just wipe it on your paper. Okay? You want to try to paint in one direction in each section. Okay? Now that's in case if you're going back and forth or up and down. Some people like the dab. That's where you're just going to take the brush and you're going to dab it in your area and fill in your space. It's really a personal preference. I myself prefer the dab. I can't really do the dance move, but I can do the paintbrush. Alright, so that's the bottle. Alright, now it really applies to any bottle project that you purchased from me. So whether you purchased the traditional bottle or the stained glass pattern or the sunflower, or anything like that, or any of the flower patterns, that really is what you're going to use for this technique. Now, the lantern. We don't need this anymore, this towel. So here's the lantern. Okay? Now, I'm going to encourage you guys to paint these a little different than how we would paint them in a class. Normally in a class, we would paint them just like this, and we would hold it like this, and then I would tell you to take your brush and paint. Since you're at home and you have a lot more time on your hands, I'm going to encourage you guys to take the glass out. It actually makes for easier painting. Now inside of here, there's some little tabs that you're not going to be able to see, but when you get them home you'll see. You push these tabs up and then the glass comes right out. And you're going to put it down on white paper. Okay? This makes it super easy. And then from here, it's just like the other bottle project. You're just filling in the area. Now a lot of times people ask me, how many times can you paint an area? As much as you want. The more you paint it, the darker it's going to get. You do want to allow at least 30 minutes for it to dry, your first coat, and then you can paint the second. With this, you're really not going to need more than one coat because you can put in a lot of paint and then just let it sit. And then it's going to dry. Now, sometimes when you put too much paint on, you might notice some cracking. That's no big deal. Just take a little extra paint once it's completely dry, and then you can fill in the cracks. Some people like the little cracks. I kind of do. It adds a little bit more texture to it, but that's a personal preference. Okay, if you guys have any questions, anything like that, feel free, drop me an email, makeandtakeevents@gmail.com. And again, thank you very much, and stay healthy and safe.